Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel, TheCassanEdit, where I share all things fashion, beauty, and lifestyle, my way of course. Today I'm going to be sharing my 2021 luxury wish list with you guys. I did share a list on IGTV, but it was a pretty short list. The list today is going to be a little bit more extensive, but I gotta be real with y'all. There are some things I simply cannot put on that list because it is so hard to find, and I want to be the first one to get my hands on it. Just keeping it real. So without further ado, let's get into it. Alright, so I've got my list here ready for you, but first let me tell you what I have on. I am wearing a jumpsuit from High Low Luxe's Amazon drop collection. Loved it. I also got the wrap dress and the satin blazer from there. I'm excited for the spring collection that she has coming up because the quality of this was so great. I'm also wearing a belt that is a dupe of the Veneta loop belt from Nasty Gal. Paid $11 for it. Can't beat that since the Veneta one is $1,300. You know your girl loves a good deal, and I did not miss with that one. Alright, so the last video that I did where I showed you guys my Dior bag, if you didn't see the Dior bag, go to the last video and see it. But I did mention that there was another tote bag that I was interested in, and this is it here. It's the YSL Rive Gauche tote. I want it in the ivory creamish color that comes with the leather black handles. I ended up seeing a blogger post about how she had the black one, how she was going to be using the black one for her baby bag. And I was like, oh wow, that's a really nice baby bag option. And not that I'm thinking about having any of the kids, but if I do, I was like, you know what, I would actually use that as a baby bag. But other than that, you can use it for whatever you want. And I really love the aesthetic of the bag and how simple and chic it looks, and how much that it looks like it could fit inside. I see a lot of bloggers wear it when they're on vacation. I really knew that I wanted to add it to my collection because when I went to vacation earlier this month, I did carry a tote with me, but it didn't have much structure to it. But it was definitely a great type of bag to travel with. So I know I want to add that to my collection, and all the reviews that I've read on it says that it is an excellent bag to travel with. So that's that. My next one, which I did share on my IGTV wish list, this is probably the only thing that I haven't gotten off of that list, and it's the Louis Vuitton Pochette Multi. You guys, I already told you I love me some Louis Vuitton, as you can see right there. And as I said in my last video as well, it's my favorite designer when it comes to handbags. It was the first designer handbag that I ever purchased, and this bag is so perfect for repurposing. You can use every single one of the bags that is attached on it as a separate bag, if you will, and so whenever you wear it, it could be, you could wear it as a crossbody, you could wear it with just one of the pochette bags as if it's a whole other bag. I love the fact that you could literally just pull the bag apart and wear it in different ways. So that to me would mean that I'd be getting my wear out of a bag, and I really, really love that. I want the one that has the, they call it khaki, but it's an olive green strap, not into the pink, especially because it looks like it would get dirty. But that is definitely a bag that I want to add to my collection. I missed out on a few over the Christmas break that I wanted to kick myself over, but then when I got the Dior bag, it made up for it. Okay, so the next one is the Dior saddle bag. This is a bag that I've been going back and forth about whether or not I should get it, but you really can't deny that it is an amazing classic bag. This bag has been around for so long. Way back when, in the Sex and the City days when the bag was really popular. I wasn't really a Sex and the City fan, but I definitely loved the fashion from there. And this bag, the way that they've come back with it, it's come back and it looks a lot more chic. I love that some of them still have that classic Dior print on it. I'm debating whether or not I actually want to get one with print. They come in different sizes, and I'm pretty sure I want to get two different ones. I want to get I actually don't even know what sizes they come in. So I know I want like a medium size bag or a large in the black, because black is my color, and I want to get a strap for that one. Then I want to get the one that has the iconic Dior monogram on it in a smaller size. So I definitely feel like the monogram one could wait. The black one is one that I would want to get. It's really, really pricey. I can't even remember how much it is, but I am waiting to see if I could find one at a good price in the pre-loved market. I really don't buy anything in the store because I want to make sure I'm getting more bang for my buck, and I feel like getting things in the pre-loved market ensures that I'm doing that. Okay, so the other bag that I want to get is the Prada Reedition nylon bag. It's very similar to the Louis Vuitton pochette in the sense that you can deconstruct the bag and wear the different pieces separately. I love the material, that nylon. It's not going to get dirty a lot, and it's black. You really can't go wrong with that. And I feel like during quarantine, I've really just been going for a very simple bag where I could just run out of the house with and go do my errands and come back because I'm not really doing that much. That seems like the perfect bag to do that. Crossbodies are my favorite type of bags just because of how practical they are. They're easy to wear. You could just stuff whatever you want in them. Nobody can snatch anything from you because of how close the bag is to you. It's just my favorite type of bag to wear, period. I've loved the way that I've seen it. I could see myself wearing it in different ways, and I figure if I have the Louis Vuitton multi pochette in brown and I have this Prada Reedition in black, I feel like I'll be covering all the basics with an everyday bag that I just run out and do errands with. The next thing on my list are the Prada loafers. There's so many things that I've seen them come out with as of late that is jaw-dropping and just beautiful. And now the loafers were something that I was on the fence with, but when I first laid eyes on them and I saw them in this cherry color at first, and because I know I gravitate more towards black, I knew the cherry color wouldn't be the one that I would want. I know I really want to get the black ones, but anyhow, the cherry color is what I saw first, and I just saw how this person wore it, and she even had the Prada bucket bag on with it. So I'm like, oh my goodness, this looks so good. And the thing about it is, like, when you think about a loafer, you kind of think of a really clunky, chunky type of shoe. And now don't get me wrong, the shoe is chunky, but it's very slimming on the foot. Every time I see it on someone's foot, it never looks like it's too wide. It looks like it pinches them right at the side of their foot, which makes the shoe look nice and lean and not too chunky, even though it does still have a little bit of that chunky aesthetic, if you know what I mean. So anyway, I ended up falling in love with it. I thought of so many different things that I could wear with it. It's sold out pretty much everywhere, but I really want to hold off and wait and see what starts popping up on the pre-loved market before I even start diving into them. I'll put the name, anything that I share here today, you know, I'll put the name and the price up, but I'm not looking to get any of these things in season or in store. I really want to wait till they start popping up on the pre-loved market and get my hands on them for the best price that I can find them for. Speaking of Prada, the Prada bucket hat is definitely another thing that I want. I love how bucket hats have just been a thing as of late. And again, we're in quarantine. You know, if you really don't want to do your hair, you could throw on a hat, throw on a headband, and just call it a day. So the Prada bucket hat would just be a perfect addition with the nylon Reedition bag. So I just really feel like I can't go wrong by having those two things in my closet, especially since I've just been wearing a lot of loungewear. I'll throw on a quick sweatsuit, a matching sweatsuit, and just imagine me throwing on that bucket hat, some sneakers, and my bag. I'm good to go. Life is simple, and that's how I want to keep. The next thing is a pair of sunglasses. These Gucci Zebra Charm sunglasses that I have not been able to find anywhere. It's as if everyone bought up these sunglasses in the market. I saw this on someone online. I don't know if she's an influencer or not, but a little bit older. She's probably like in her 50s or 60s. And I love to channel that rich auntie type of vibe. And these sunglasses do exactly that. And Gucci seems to do a lot of that with their sunglasses. If you remember my sunglasses that I shared on Instagram from Gucci that I got, it screams rich auntie vibes. And these glasses, just crazy, right? And I really fell in love with the charm that it has on the side there and the color of the lenses, because I love when glasses aren't too dark. When it has a colored lens, I feel like I can see through the glasses much better. So just everything about these sunglasses is right. Gucci really hit it on the nail. Obviously they did, because it's cleared off of the market. They have a round version and a square version. I want the square version. The round version is somewhere online. I've seen it a few times, but I don't feel like it really hits like the square one does. So I'm going to keep being persistent and see if I find them. So now the next thing on my list is a pair of shoes, the Manolo Hangisis. Now, I wasn't gonna share this with you guys because there's a particular color that I dare not speak of that is so impossible to find, and I'm not gonna say it until I can get my hands on it. But then Fashion Sherlock ended up posting a photo with this beautiful crystal gold version that I was like, that's it. That's the one. Those are the ones that I want. Because I've been going back and forth on what color Hangisis to get. They're a classic shoe. You can't go wrong with them. I already have some black Manolos, and I knew I didn't want to grab the black ones. Eventually, sure, but I really wanted to get something that was really peculiar and different. And those ones that she had on were banging. I'll put a picture up. So I definitely want to grab one of those, but that's still not even my first choice. My first choice is a beautiful bright color. Again, I'm not sharing it with you guys right now, but hopefully if I get my hands on it, I will share it with you in some sort of a reveal. And I also heard that the sizing on the Hangisis are a little off. Some people are saying it's true to size, some people are saying it's not, but I'm gonna stick with my regular size 39 and just hope that they fit. But given how hard it is to find the color that I actually want, I'm pretty sure these are the ones that I'll end up getting first. Okay. So now on to a very controversial item on my list. It is the Fendi shearling headband. Fendi has other headbands that are not real fur, but I really wanted to have this headband. Now here's the catch. This headband goes for $350 on the Fendi website. I went on Vestiaire Collective. I saw that there was a bunch of them that ended up selling over the summer. I think I was even a week shy of getting one before it sold. So I was like, you know what? Okay, so Vestiaire Collective is clearly the place to get it because I saw that they had so many that had sold. So now I looked last week, 2 of them showed up. They showed up and I went to go purchase it, and guess what it said, you guys? It said that I was unable to purchase because it is restricted from being shipped out to my country, the US. So basically there's a clause where real fur cannot be shipped overseas to the United States. So that headband is sitting there for less than $350 and I cannot get it. Like, I'm unable to get it. Torture. And it is high up on my list. I mean, I was so ready to go buy this thing, you guys, and the way that my heart sunk when I couldn't get it, I was heartbroken. Just heartbroken. And I saw that it was on sale for like $180 on like Matches Fashion. It was on sale on Net-a-Porter. So I don't know where I was, but I missed the wave on this whole headband. And headbands are my thing because I have locks. A lot of times my edges get messy. All I need to do is just brush them back, throw the headband, and call it a day. I look like I'm put together. So headbands are just a thing that I will continue to collect, and that is a headband that I feel like was a showstopper. Okay, so I'm still not going to let it go. I'm going to continue to search for it and hope and hope and hope that I can get my hands on it one day, because I really don't want to pay that $350 for it, especially since I've seen it on sale all these places. It's like, why get it full price? I just feel like it's such a crime. And you guys know I love me a deal, so yeah, I can't get myself to pull the trigger on that one. So the next one is another headband. It's a Gucci headband that, again, I was late with it and it is nowhere to be found online. It is the Gucci embroidered headband or turban. It's one of those. It looks like a turban though. And I love how thick it is. The first time I ended up seeing this was on Angela, what is her name? Angela, what the heck is her name? Why can't I think of her name right now? Angela Simmons. Okay. So Angela Simmons is the one that I ended up seeing this on. And she was on a show. She's on the Growing Up Hip Hop. She had this on and she's walking around. I'm like, what is that on her head? That headband is fly. And when the camera got a little closer, I saw like the Gucci interlocking logo on it and was like, oh, I have got to have this. Because again, your girl loves her a good headband. All I gotta do, slick back this hair, throw that headband on, it's a done deal. I think I even saw my leak wearing it on one of her lives and I was like, oh my gosh, she has the headband. Y'all, the headband is nowhere to be found. And it's almost like the Fendi boots that I was talking about in one of my previous videos where I had such a hard time finding it. But I know that eventually it'll pop up. I'll be patient. Hopefully it shows up somewhere on the pre-loved market because it's definitely not even selling. It's not on the Gucci website or anything. And I would never want to get it on the Gucci website anyway because I think it's like $800. It was selling in the pre-loved market for way less than that. So I definitely want to get my hands on that. And you could throw on with a resort type of wear when you're on vacation. Y'all, all the things that I dreamt up in my mind with this headband, it's coming. It's coming. I don't know when, but it's coming. Let's see what the next one is. The next one is an oldie but goodie. If you watched my video on IGTV about shopping the pre-loved market, you know that I tend to get things that are out of season. I'm late to the game with everything. It's okay because that's how I know I like it even more when I want it, even when it's out of season. And so that was the case with these Isabel Marant Lamsey boots. It comes in a chalky kind of color that's, I don't know if it's ivory or not, but it's more so in the white family. And at first, when these first came out, I was drooling over them and I wanted them in black. I wanted them in black. I love cowboy type of boots. That's exactly why I fell in love with the Fendi boots. That type of style is what I gravitate to the most because you could wear it in a more chill and laid back way instead of dressy. So that's why I love them so much. I don't know when it happened, but I was like, you know what? I actually want the white ones. So I ended up seeing the white ones. These aren't too hard to find. I just want them to go down in price. I found one that was used for $900, but it didn't look like it was a used pair that was in good condition. Whenever I get shoes, they need to be damn near new. That wasn't the case with those ones, so I didn't grab them. In fact, they're still on the website, but I'm gonna hold off on it and see if something else pops up that's in better condition. Another oldie that's on my list is the Balenciaga knife mules. I wanted these. Did I want them when they first came out? I can't remember. But I've wanted these for a while now. And I'm very specific about the ones that I want. I actually want the mules and the boots. I want the mules in the velvet black. And I want the boots, the ankle boots, in the patent leather. And I just missed out on a pair of the patent leathers. But I'm like, it'll come out again. But I know for sure that I really want the mules. There's so many outfits that I feel like I could wear and it would be just effortless to be able to throw those on with them because they're black, they're classic, they're very feminine, my favorite type of shoe to wear. I'm hoping that I can find them, but again, they are pretty difficult to find. The next one is a really unexpected one that I actually am surprised that I want myself. It actually ended up just growing on me. It's the Grey Goose sneakers. Now let me tell you something. I shaded everyone who walked around with these sneakers, y'all. I was like, why would anybody pay damn near $600 for a pair of sneakers that already look worn? Like, who are they? Yeah, and now look at me. Look at me. I want them. I want them. And I think it has to do with the fact that I've been in quarantine. I haven't been dressing up like that, and I've just been gravitating towards more comfy looks, and those comfy looks call for a good pair of sneakers. I feel like they would be so cute with the sweatsuit collection that I've amassed over this quarantine period. I also feel like I'm not into the low top ones. You never know. They look a little bit weird to me. I feel like the high top ones are a little bit more aesthetically pleasing in my opinion, but you never know. I just know that I want a white pair. Maybe it could have some silver metallic in there. That's fine. And I also want one that has some leopard print in there somewhere. I did see June Ambrose wear some, and I don't think I even realized I really was not checking for them. Once I did start caring about them, I remembered that June Ambrose had them on, and I was like, you know what, she had them on, and I went back and checked. And I just love how funky you can make the sneakers. You can change the laces on there to different colors and really make it your own style. I love how I've seen different people do that. I definitely haven't been on the hunt for them as of late because there's other things that are higher up on the list, but I definitely know that it's something that I want to add to my closet in the near future. Again, an oldie, out of season. The Louis Vuitton Desert Boots. I have one of these forever, you guys, and just never bit the bullet. I don't know what it is. So I clearly don't want them that bad, and I think it's because I know that they're around, they're available. It is hard to find in my size, and I do want to find them at the perfect price. If I don't find something at a good price, y'all, I end up just letting it go and wait to see if it comes around another time. I actually just missed out on an item that I can't share with you guys yet. I just missed out on it, and I'm debating if I screwed up because it was a really good price. But I was so convinced that I could find them for a cheaper price that I was like, you know what? Maybe I should just let them go. And when they sold, my heart was like broken. I was like, did I make the wrong decision? So y'all, I don't know. To be continued. I'll let y'all know. I know this makes no sense to you right now, but all the pieces will come together when I finally show you the item. So that's all for my 2021 luxury wish list, you guys. I cannot wait to reveal some of these things as they start to roll in. Wish me luck. Make sure you follow me on Instagram at TheCassanEdit. Don't forget to hit the bell notification and subscribe so that you are up to date with all of my videos. And make sure you hit me up in the comments and let me know what it is that you'd like to see from me. I did get a message from someone right before I started recording this video asking me how I go about saving to purchase my luxury finds. Comment with your questions down below, and maybe I could do a Q&A on how I go about saving for my luxury purchases. Hope you guys enjoyed the video today, and I will see you guys here next time. Bye.